Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Randle. Topping this evening's news are readying the new dehumidifiers for installation. And although some may say it's a costly project, officials with the city say it's a win-win for Wichita Falls.
What can you tell us?
Well, Greg, the National Alliance on Mental Illness moved into its new office, and it's hoping to spread awareness about the many different types of mental illness. One of the unique elements with the C-STOPE program is that it involves parents with the parent portal. A lot are wondering what weather is going to be like on the biggest shopping weekend of the year. And for details on that, we look to Kevin Percelli, who's in the Weather Center, to give us a quick look at the weather. Officials with the post office say by eliminating Saturday's mail, it could save millions. But some say that solution just doesn't deliver. The benefits for having a solar panel like this one is that it will pay for itself in about 5 years. And in addition to those savings, you'll qualify for property tax exemptions for as long as you have the system. But health officials say the safest way to prevent getting sick is to get the vaccine. It was in this dance studio that Whitney got her start. She says here she developed a love, perfected a craft, and that all made her the dancer she is today. Well, Doug and Gwen, police and detectives have been putting in overtime investigating the first reported homicide of 2013. Now, due to the details of this case, police are asking the community to help in bringing this suspect to justice. Just before 5:30 Tuesday morning, Wichita Falls Police, AMR, and first responders were dispatched to a home in the 1000 block of Wood Street for gunshots. They say when they arrived on scene,
we discovered that a black male in the house that had been, it was apparent that he had suffered a gunshot wound.
An unknown male suspect, approximately 6 feet tall, wearing a hoodie, made forced entry into that residence and shot 35-year-old David Mays.
Police say the suspect left the scene in what's being described as an older model dark-colored four-door vehicle. Alice Dennis, who is one of the victim's neighbors, has lived in the area for nearly 25 years. She said she woke up to loud screaming, so she went over to help. Her main concern was getting the children who live in the residence to safety.
The kids, they was out there, so I told the babies, just come on and go with me.
Dennis says the entire situation came as a shock to her.
Yes, it just blew us away because we didn't know. Because her kids play with my grandbabies all the time. They always playing and stuff, and she's a real nice lady, her and her husband.
Even though police say based on the details of the incident, they have no reason to believe the public is in any danger, Dennis says it still weighs heavily on her heart.
When stuff like that happens, it really just throw everybody in turmoil in a way, because everybody get nervous, because we haven't had anything like this in a long, long time. And for this to jump off like it did, it just, yeah, kind of got upset, get nervous, you get scared, yeah.
This case remains under investigation and the subject is still being sought after, so police are urging anyone who may have any information on this case to call them at 761-7792, or you can contact Crime Stoppers, that number 322-9888. Doug, around 10:30 this morning, police say one officer responded to a check suspicious call in the 1600 block of Northwest 27th Street. According to police, a caller said they were witnessing two black males trying to break into a home. Officials say Officer Eric Weatherly, who's nearly a 13-year veteran of the force, made contact with the suspects who began shooting at the officer. When Officer Craig Lyman arrived, he joined in the exchange of gunfire. Officer Weatherly and one of the suspects were injured by gunfire and are being treated at the Comanche County Memorial Hospital. Police have not released the names of either suspect, but the uninjured suspect fled the scene on foot and is the one they are searching for. He is described as a black male wearing a black hoodie.
Don't know if he is armed at this particular time. We do know that he fled the scene. Don't know if he was carrying any type of weapons. The neighbors, I want to say that they should be on a heightened sense of alert.
So our focus really right now is kind of multifaceted, and the chief is and I are working hand in hand in this situation. What we're looking at right now is developing all the forensic aspect of it, the interviews, and at the same time, as you all are aware, right now we actually have an active search going for the other person that is somewhere out there.
Now, a lot of police say a weapon was recovered at the scene. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation is handling the investigation now since officers were involved in the shooting. And Doug, an OSBI spokesperson, says they expect Officer Weatherly to make a full recovery. In the past, NAMI has been the go-to organization for anyone seeking information on the many different kinds of mental illness. Now with the new office and staff, they're doing more to help those families in need. When a member of Rusty's family was diagnosed with a mental illness, she says she didn't know where to turn.
Nobody told me, or no one could tell me, how to love and nurture someone with a mental illness.
She says it was an article in the newspaper that led her to NAMI.
I wrote down the address and went. I almost changed my mind because I was really uncomfortable going in and bearing. This is the intimate part of your life.
She attended the NAMI Family to Family class, a class which focuses less on the individual diagnosed and more on the family member helping the loved one who is sick.
That class just opened so many doors. It answered my questions before I asked them.
The education is absolutely key in helping these family members to understand how to help their loved one. Many times people are afraid or they're concerned about the stigma that's associated with having to admit out loud that, hey, I might have a mental illness or my family member has a mental illness.
I was so overwhelmed that I finally had help.
After being informed on what measures to take when dealing with her family member's illness, Rusty went the extra mile and is now a trained instructor for those family-to-family classes. She says this is her way of giving back to the organization that gave her so much.
If I can help one person, just one person help the way that I was helped, it'll be worth it.
Now tomorrow, Rusty will teach her first family-to-family class at the NAMI office. For more information on that class and the other programs NAMI offers, just call the office at 322-NAMI, or you can visit the website. We've created a link to this story. Just log on to TexomasHomepage.com. Welcome back. The United States Post Office is struggling financially, but now officials with the Postal Service will be trying an experiment. They're testing same-day package delivery. The premium service is called Metro Post and will make its test run next month in San Francisco. Now, if the experiment proves to be successful, it could expand to other major cities. Here's how it would work. Customers would have until 2 or 3 p.m. to place an order, and then postal workers would pick it up and deliver it that evening. So it sounds like something that could work, just have to wait and see. And it's a big weekend for sports, and joining us now is Alex Zanes to give us a preview. What can we expect to see this weekend? All right, and you guys will hear that sports report coming up after the break. We'll be right back.